tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. The scale of C is automatic and it comes in automatically. There is nothing that we are raising or lowering. It has been set that way. Consider that even in the keyboard, you don't touch the black key. Let's come to the scale of G. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Between B and C, it is correct. But from E to F, it isn't correct. But we must accommodate this formula. So we must not tamper with the formula. We are not going to change our formula. What we are going to do, we are going to raise something. And we are going to raise our F. It is just the way we were forming sharps and flats. So here we are raising our F so that the distance between F and G becomes shorter. It becomes a semitone. And then the distance between E and F becomes longer. It becomes a tone in order to get that formula. You can't change the formula, but you can alter the note so that it can fit the formula. So we have raised the F so that here we can have a semitone. And then here we can have a tone so that you can get the formula. We come to D, the scale of D. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. We have raised the F so that here the distance between F and G becomes shorter. It becomes a semitone so that the formula can be correct. And then here the distance between E and F is supposed to be a semitone, but because we want to follow the formula, now we must make the distance longer by adding a semitone here so that we can have two semitones so that the total can be two semitones makes a tone so that the formula can be correct. Same applies to here. From B to C, it's supposed to be a semitone. And then from C to D, it's supposed to be a tone. But because we don't to tamper with our formula, which is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, we must alter, we must raise. So we have raised this C so that the distance can be shorter to fit the formula so that it can be a semitone. And here we have a tone. We can't tamper with the formula. The only thing we can do is to alter, either raise or lower, so that you can get that formula. We come to the scale of A. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Again, we follow the same trend. Between B to C, we obviously know that it's supposed to be a semitone, as we said, always a semitone. But because we want to fit into the formula, now you must come here, you raise this C, you raise that C so that the distance between B to C can be longer to accommodate this formula of tone. And then this distance will be shorter so that it can fit the formula. So you have a semitone there. And then the same applies to here. Between E and F, it's supposed to be a semitone. But because we must fit in the formula, so we have raised the F. The distance between here and here has become longer. We have added one more semitone to make it longer. And then we have reduced it on this side so that we may fit in the formula of tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. And then we have a semitone there. Let us come to the last one. I have taken just 5 examples from C to E. The rest of the examples are just the same. So, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So, from E to F, it's supposed to be a semitone. But because we don't want to tamper with our formula, what we should do is to alter this note. you make the distance between E to F a bit longer by adding a sharp here, because two semitones make up one tone or a tone. So that is why here we have a tone, and then we have a tone here, which is okay, and then here it must be a semitone. That is why we are shortening the distance between G to A by raising the G so that the distance can be shorter to fit the formula. Same applies to B to C. We must add a sharp here so that we can get the formula of a tone. And then between D to E, we must also add a sharp here so that the distance between D to E becomes shorter to fit the formula. So in short, we are saying that major scales, the formula must be tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. When you write your scales and you realize that there is a problem between two notes which are supposed to have a semitone, or they are supposed to have a tone, then you must do something. And that is where sharps and flats come in. That is where lowering and raising comes in. Here we have other examples. These were sharps. Here we have flats. The same formula. Let's see. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. For the C, it is very automatic and it's very okay. From E to F, it's a semitone always. From B to C, it's always a semitone. Even on your piano, you realize that. And then we come to F. We have tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. This one is okay, but here we had to flatten. We had to lower the B so that it can give us a tone here. Let's see for B flat. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So here we had to lower the B so that we can get a semitone here. We also had to lower the E so that we can get a semitone here. We also had to lower the B so that we can have a tone here. The formula must not be tampered with. The only thing you can do in order to get that formula of tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone is to either lower or raise. We come here, we see tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So what did we do? Between E and F, it was supposed to be a semitone. So what did we do? We lowered this so that we can get the tone. We come here and say tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Again, between C to D, it's supposed to be a tone. But now, we need to get tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. We need to get the semitone. What do we do? In order we can get the semitone between C and D, because it's supposed to be a tone, we lower the B so that this can be a tone, and then the distance here should be a semitone. Same applies to this. For the G, between G and A, it's supposed to be a semitone. But now, we need to, here we were supposed to lower so that we can get a semitone. So between G to A, it is also supposed to be a semitone. So we did that by lowering the A. So it is that simple. The formula of major scales is supposed to be tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You must first of all get that formula. If you see that your formula is not giving you this, then there is something you haven't raised and there is something you haven't lowered.